video. So the reason I am here is because I've made a question on Instagram. I asked you, some of you, what would be the topic you want me to speak about on my channel, and some of you asked me to talk about tattoo, but you didn't say exactly what topic within tattoo. So I have come to the conclusion that I would make a video about my process with my clients, the moment they come in the shop and the moment they leave the shop with a new tattoo. So I separated a bunch of topics and I will follow through them in a specific order. I made also a bunch of notes, so if I look down, that's why. The first topic I want to talk about is the first appointment. That is the moment when the client comes in my shop for the first time. That is the moment when the client have a lot of questions. Most of the clients doesn't know where they want to get, how big they want to get, if they want to get black and gray, if they want to get with color. That is the moment where the client have a lot of questions. Me as an artist, I also have a lot of questions because I need to understand what is in the mind of the client, so I can understand what I'm working with. Usually a lot of clients come and say to me, I was thinking about getting a tattoo, I don't know, maybe here or here, and then I start to think, or here, maybe here. That is the moment when I start doing my questions. First question, what exactly do you want to get? And the client answers,
I don't know.
And then I start to ask, well, do you like this style? Do you like this other style? Would you like it with color? Would you like it black and gray? Would you want to do a full piece? Or do you want at the beginning think and focus only here or here? And then the client starts answering the questions, answering the doubts. And we start to get, in a way, not only that is good for the clients, but it's also good for me, because I need to know exactly what the client wants, because I need to give a price. And normally when the tattoo artist has not so much experience, or when the tattoo is so big, many times happens that when the artist already is working on this tattoo, the artist starts to think maybe the price was not right, maybe the price was not fair to the artist, because the client didn't really know what he wants and the tattoo artist had made a price. That's why I need to know. I need to know what is about, what style we're talking about, how many sessions we are talking about, black and gray, color. There's so many questions that involves also a bunch of time for this work. I would say that when a client, if you are a client, if you are watching this, if you want to get a tattoo, first of all, you need to make your research. Which style do you want? And then which tattoo artist you think is the best to make this type of drawing you want. And then when you come to the shop to make an appointment, I would suggest that you bring reference, that you bring ideas, that you come ready. Part number 2 of the process will be the appointment between the first appointment and the tattoo appointment. With that being said, what I mean is, my way of working is, when a client makes an appointment, I always make another appointment between both, so the client can see the exactly art they are putting in their bodies. Normally is usually a week earlier, so the client can see the final project we are making in his body, her body. My thought process on this is only because of the fact that when the client comes to make a tattoo, we are focused only on that, not on the drawing. The drawing must be done. and ready to go. This small appointment between, it's quick. It's only for the client to see the drawing. The client needs to say, I'm good, we keep it like that. Or can you put this a little bit higher? Can you put this a little bit lower? Can you change this road? Can you change this element? And we make the final adjusts. Then come my topic number 3. That would be between the between appointment and the tattoo day. But this topic is only for the tattoo artist. I mean, for me. When the client have approved the art, I will then proceed to prepare the stencil. For those who will ask, I don't use a machine. I make all my stencils by hand. Doesn't matter if it is small tattoo or it is a bigger tattoo. I make all my stencils by hand. For those who don't know, the stencil is the paper. This normally is a blue paper that is carbon. You put the drawing and you basically trace it once more. And then what will be under the paper will be this ink that you will put in your client's body. With the help of the stencil, you will be able to trace your tattoo. Next come topic number 4, that will be the tattoo day. Basically, for me, I like to be relaxed. I like to be in a mindset of focus, no stress, and only focus on the client. When the client comes in my shop for the tattoo day, I like to have my station ready to go. I hate leaving the client waiting and waiting and waiting, because the truth is I was once a client. I didn't like to wait, and the truth is, no matter what it is, tattoo business, another business, I don't like to wait. If I have an appointment, I like the person to be ready for me in the time I'm supposed to come for my appointment, right? First step, I proceed to put the stencil on the client. For me, there is some small steps that allows you to make a better stencil. By a better stencil, I mean a stencil that probably will last longer during the session, instead of a stencil that will fall off when you clean the areas you're working on. I think for you to let a good stencil on your client's body is good too. First of all, you need to shave all the hair this area has where you're going to tattoo. Then you need to disinfect it, letting the skin dry and free of bacteria. That is really important. When this area is complete, shaved, disinfected and dried, this is a good time to put on your stencil. When you put the stencil cream, you don't want to put too much. You don't want the skin to have this greasy, this sticky feeling. You don't want that. That is too much. That means when you put your stencil, when you have too much product, the stencil will fall off because he's not 100% in touch with the skin. When you scrub it off, it will come off with the cream, and in the skin remains nothing. That's why you need to first shave it, disinfect it, let it dry, and then put only a little of the cream until you feel it smooth, but you can feel the skin and not this greasy, sticky skin. That is the time to put the stencil in the right position. You need to have a little bit eyes for that, so you see where is the best way to place it. But if you want to, that can be a topic for another video. The product I use for disinfection is prep stuff, and the product I use to put the stencil on is stencil stuff. Now you want to seat your client or lay your client the best way for you to make a good job. But if you want me to talk a little bit more about the tattoo process, I mean making lines, I don't know, leave a comment down below and say that to me, so I know. The next topic I want to talk about, and the last topic actually, will be the materials I use. First of all, and very important, all the materials I use are disposable. That means you use it one time and then they go directly to the garbage as soon as your tattoo is done. So in other words, what I mean is every client has a brand new needle. Nowadays, I think that is the best way and more hygienic way to work in this industry actually. You can have a machine, I have a machine where you can sterilize all your material, but I don't do that. I have the machine because I feel the need to have it in case, but I feel more secure and I think the life and health of my client is more secure with disposable material only. Because you know that every time you come to my shop and you make a tattoo by me, you know that everything that you see in my table is brand new. Tattoo machine should always be wrapped up, so you can avoid to have splashes from ink in your machine and avoid cross-contamination. The same with your mouth. You should have these protections so you can avoid ink going in your mouth. The same with eyes. Not everyone uses, but I don't think it's worth it to say that you need gloves because I think that is logic. Everything you do, when you are cleaning, when you are preparing the client, yada yada, you always need gloves. Basically, all the things you need to touch during your tattoo session should be wrapped up before, so you avoid, as I already said, cross-contamination. Make sure that before you start doing your tattoo session, you have already everything you need in your table, so you will avoid touching everything. I wanted to address that because I think it's important for clients to know that I love this cream to moisturize the skin when you are tattooing, because this cream named Hustle Butter is good not only during your tattoo session but after. It helps you with the healing process and it makes the process quicker and better. And it is also animal friendly, smells freaking good. And the end of your tattoo is also important that you wrap it up at least in the first 3 days. I would say when you leave the shop, it's important that you go with the tattoo wrapped up, because the truth is one of the motives is fresh and it can stick to your t-shirt, to your jacket, and that is not a good feeling. There will be people that maybe disagree, but I think that if you are in winter but you are in your house, it's better to leave it without the wrapping stuff because it can breathe and that's good for your healing process. But if you are in the winter and you need to go out, I think it's always better to wrap it up. And that is the product I use to wrap it up. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to give a like down below. Don't forget to give a dislike if you don't like. Whatever. Make sure to leave it in the comments down below. I will make sure to answer it in another video if you want me to talk about a specific topic. If I miss some topics, some questions you want me to answer more that I didn't address it, this video was really meant to be quick. I am sure there's a lot of things, I don't know. Don't forget to watch my latest videos I have made. These are time-lapse drawings. I have put my heart on it. Until next time. That came to the have shown